Have you ever come across an animated element in Canva that you really like, but the colors don't match your design and there is no way to change those colors? I know, that can be very frustrating. Well, there is a new Canva app called LottieFiles that solved this problem, and in this video I'm gonna show you step by step how to use it. With LottieFiles you can use over 100,000 free animations and easily change their colors to match your brand or any of your designs, all right within Canva. And you can use as many animations as you want, as often as you want, and there are no daily or monthly limits. And that's not it. You can also edit the animations and share them with others. You are going to love this. And by the way, LottieFiles is sponsoring this video, but I promise I'll give you my honest opinion on the app. Before I show you how the LottieFiles app works, let's talk about what a LottieFile is and why is it different. A Lottie animation is a special kind of animation made entirely with code. Like what you see here, this is actually an animation file. This code contains all the information about the shapes, colors, and movements used in the animation. And what makes these files special is that they are very small in size. Imagine the size of a PNG file being as big as a T-Rex and a GIF file being as big as an elephant. So a Lottie file is more like the size of a puppy. Something else that makes these files special is that despite being so small, they still look very good and they maintain the high quality and definition. And you can use these animations in various designs like animated social media posts, videos, presentations, whiteboards, and more. Now let me show you step by step how this app works. This app can be used from mobile but also from desktop, and the desktop version is the one recommended for the best experience. I'm gonna show you how to use it from a desktop. So go to your browser and open canva.com. From the homepage there are two different ways to access the app. The first one is using the panel on the left. Click apps, and then from here, if you don't see LottieFiles on this page, search for it. So you're gonna type LottieFiles. This is the app you will need, so click on the app and then you have the option to open the app in an existing design or a new design. Let me show you now the second way to access the app. I'm going back to the home page. From here you can open any of your designs or create a new one. I'm gonna create a new document, and then once you are in the editor you're gonna do the same steps. So go to apps and search for LottieFiles. You will see the LottieFiles icon here, so click on it and you will see that the app will open automatically on a new window. You can start using these LottieFiles on a blank page like the one we see right now, or you can use them on any design. I'm gonna add a template, so I'm gonna go to design and search for specialty coffee. I'm gonna add one of these templates. Next, I'm going to LottieFiles and I'm gonna show you how the app works at the same time as I start adding animations to this design. On the LottieFiles app, we have three different sections. We have the Discover tab, we have Workspaces that I'm going to show you later how it works, and then we have the import section where you can upload LottieFiles to Canva. Let's see first what can we do in the Discover tab. From here we will see a list of different elements, animated elements that we can use. These are LottieFiles and you can filter them by featured, popular, or recent. You can also use this color palette to change the colors on the elements, so pay attention to the colors that we see at the moment. And then let's see what happens when I select this green and blue color palette. You can see that all these elements now have the colors on the color palette that I selected. Let's use this time the red color palette, and you can see that all of the colors from these animations have changed. You can also use the custom palettes, so you can add here a new color palette and you can add your own hex codes in here or create your own colors by using this menu right here. Okay, we have a little problem here. I lost connection to the application somehow, so what I need to do to come back to the app is to reload the page, go back to LottieFiles, and start over again. So I was under the recent results, and I was telling you that you can create new color palettes by entering your hex code or create your own colors. You can add up to 5 colors on each color palette, and you can create multiple color palettes. If you don't quite like the color combination that you created, you can always go back to the original colors by clicking reset. Now, I want to add some animated elements to my design right here. So let's search for coffee and see what do we find in here. We had a lot of cute animations. So let me see what else do we have in here. I think I'm going to search for coffee bean or coffee beans. Okay, I think I'm gonna add this animation right here. So you're gonna select the Lottie file you want to add, which is going to open this window with extra settings. So from here you can preview one more time your animation. You can change the colors if you want, but after you insert this element to your design, you will be able to change the colors as well. Okay, I think I'm ready to insert my design, so I'm gonna click on add to design, and that's it. I already have my Lottie file animation in here, and as you can see, we have the color option activated. So if I want to change the color of this animation to an orange color, I can select the color option and then select the orange. I'm gonna remove this element behind and leave my coffee beans instead. I want to add a little bit more of movement to my design, so I'm gonna try to find some check boxes. So let me try checkbox and see what do we have in here. I want to add an element that has movement, but that is not too much. So I think this one can work. I'm gonna click on the element. I like that the animation is not all over the top, and then add to design. Okay, I have already here my animation. I'm gonna reduce its size and then change the color to the blue that we already have in the design. Okay, I'm deleting the element that we had in the design before, and I'm going to start duplicating the animation on the position of the other checkboxes. And now let me go to position, tidy up, and that's it. That's how quickly you can transform a static design into an animated one with LottieFiles. Something to have into consideration that I believe is very important is that at the moment when I'm filming this tutorial, the custom color palettes will not be saved. So if you have created your color palettes, you can use them to change the colors on certain elements. You will insert those elements into your design, but if the app reloads or gets closed and open again, these color palettes will disappear. But I don't want you to get sad because I already discussed this with LottieFiles, and they told me that they are currently working on a new version of the app for us to be able to save our own color palettes in the app. So it may happen that this update already appears on your end when you see this video. So this is just for you to keep an eye on it. Maybe this is already solved. Another easy way to use your custom color palettes on these animations is by inserting the Lottie file into your design and then using the color option. If you have already set your custom color palettes in Canva, you will be able to access them from here. Something really interesting about this LottieFiles app is that you can use as many elements as you want from this library and also from your workspaces, and you can use them as often as you like because they don't have any daily or monthly limits. Also, the LottieFiles that you use from the public library are distributed under the Lottie Simple license that you see on the screen, and these LottieFiles can be used for personal and commercial purposes. If you want to learn more, you can read this page that I'm leaving you here on the screen. Okay, I think we already know how to use the Discover tab. You will see all of your LottieFiles library in here, but what about the workspaces? We don't have anything going on in here, but this is because you will need first to connect your LottieFiles account to Canva. You will do it by simply clicking connect. You will click connect again. This will open this LottieFiles login page. So from here, if you don't have a LottieFiles account yet, you can create one by clicking on this link and then fill out the form and click create account. I have created my new account and this took me back again to Canva. So now that I have an account, I simply need to connect again, clicking here, connect. Now my LottieFiles has been connected to Canva, but we don't see anything under Workspaces, and this is because we need to set them up beforehand. So we need to go to LottieFiles.com. On the LottieFiles homepage, you're gonna find the Go to Dashboard button. Click here. When you open your dashboard for the first time, you will see this little window that asks you what is your current professional role. So you can select any of these options. I'm gonna go for designer, updates. And now from here, you can either watch this video, which I do recommend, or you can skip it. I'm gonna click skip just to show you a couple of things about the dashboard and continue with this tutorial. Here, by default, you will see that you have a free workspace already created for you, and you can create another workspace if you want. So let's say that I have two different businesses. This one can be related to Team Rondi, and then I can create another workspace called templates shop. Gonna click create, and now I have two different workspaces. Both of them are completely free to use. As a free user, you'll be able to have up to 2 free workspaces with 10 animations each, with a total of 20 animations across the two workspaces. And you can invite unlimited members in these free workspaces. So let me show you how to invite people or colleagues to your workspace. You're gonna go to the workspace you want to share, click on the three dots and select invite members. You're gonna type here the email of the person you want to add to this workspace, select either member or admin, and then hit invite. Or you can also copy an invite link and then send it to the person you want to join this workspace. This is really useful if you have a set of animations that you want all of your team to have access to. And the cool thing is that your team will be able to access this workspace inside Canva. Now, let me show you how to set up this workspace. At the moment, these two workspaces are empty. We don't have any animation loaded, so that's why we don't see anything yet inside Canva. Now let me show you how to add animations to your workspaces. Go under your workspace and select first project. From here you can either upload an animation or you can add animations to this folder. Let me show you first how to upload an animation. From here you'll be able to upload Lottie.json or .lottie. I'm gonna click here. You can drag and drop your animations here or browse your files. I have all of these Lottie animations here, so let me select one of them and then hit open. Once your animation is uploaded to the platform, you will see it here, and you can change the colors if you want, or you can also edit the animation from the editor. LottieFiles has an editor, and this gives you a lot of freedom when using animations. Let me show you quickly how to edit this animation right here. Let's say that I want to delete one of these flowers. So I simply need to click on this pencil on top of the screen, and this will load the editor. This is the Lottie editor, and from here I can select one of the flowers and delete it from here, or select it on the left menu and use this button to delete the flower. Now I have a pot with just one flower, and I can save the animation by using this button right here. I will see my new animation here. I can give it another name if I wanted to, and then save as new animation. You can also select the workspace if you want to select the same workspace or another one. You can also do it. I'm gonna leave it here and then click save. I'm going back to the dashboard by clicking on the house icon, and as you can see, when I go to the first project folder, I can see the uploaded element with the 2 flowers and the edited one with just 1 flower. And now that I have 2 elements on my workspace, let me go back to Canva, reload the page. We're going to open LottieFiles and then Workspaces. As you can see, we now have the 2 different workspaces that we set up in the platform. And if I see under the first project folder, we now have the 2 animations, the one that I uploaded to LottieFiles and the one that I edited inside the Lottie editor. And when I click on any of these 2 animations, I will have this little window where I can change the color of the element if I want, and then the Add to Design button. And now I have the Lottie animation on my design. As you can see, I can stretch it out as much as I want and it will keep its definition. Something else that I want to show you here that I find very important is that sometimes when you add your Lottie files to Canva, you won't see the color option. But I found a way to fix this problem. I'm gonna change the colors to my Lottie file inside the app. So I'm gonna use any of these color palettes. Let me go for this one. It doesn't matter really which color. And then I'm going to add again this Lottie to my design. Now, as you can see, I have the Lottie that I inserted the first time and then the one that I changed the colors to inside the app. As you can see, the second one has the options for me to change the colors of the animation. So I can change the colors from here. Now let me show you another way to set up your workspace. Let's say that you don't own any animation, you don't have any animation to upload to your workspace. You can actually use the animations available in the Lottie library and add them to your workspace so you can then access them on the app inside Canva. For this, I'm going back to LottieFiles. So let me go here. I'm going to the home page, so LottieFiles.com, and from here making sure that you are logged into your account. So you're going to see here that you are logged in. You're then going to hover on products and click free animations, and from here you can browse through the Lottie library. You can use these little arrows to move along the different pages in the library, or you can search for any animations using this search bar. And you also have different pages or sections in here. You can not only browse through the library of animations, but a library of animators. This is pretty interesting. Let me get to this section, because if you are interested in selling your animation services, this might be for you. Or if on the other hand you want to hire somebody to create animations for you, that's also the section you need to see. Okay, so in here we see the elements in the library filtered by featured. We also have the recent animations, the popular ones, and then we see the animators section. From here you can see all the animators inside LottieFiles that are available for hire. You can see all the animations created by every single creator, and if you like any of these profiles, you can simply click on the send request button to send a message to the creator. Let me go back, because in here you also have some categories. In here you have different animation categories that can help you understand the different kind of animations you can find in the library. This can also help you discover animations that are interesting for the kind of designs that you need to create. And finally, I also want to show you collections, because in here you can discover and get inspired by Lottie animation collections curated by the community. So let me show you something interesting here. I'm gonna search for liquid so I can find some liquid animations. I'm going to then filter them by free, and let's say that I really like this one here. I'm going to select the animation. Now from here I can either save this animation to my collections, which can be found on this collection section that I just showed you. You can also appreciate the animation, or you can click download to download the animation as any of these files as a Lottie, or if you want you can also download it as MP4 or GIF. You also have the option to save this animation on on your workspace. So if I click here, I can then select which workspace I want to save this animation to. This time, let's use the templates shop workspace that I created. I'm gonna save this animation in the first project folder and click save. Now let me go back to Canva. I'm going to load the page, go back to LottieFiles, go to Workspaces, and this time under templates shop, let's see first project. And I have the animation that I just saved from the Lottie library in here. Let's add it to the design. And now I have the animation here. I can change the colors to it and work with it on my design. Now let me show you how you can collaborate and share the same animations with some other colleagues or friends using Workspaces. I need to go to LottieFiles, so let me go back to the platform. Here I am in my LottieFiles dashboard. I have changed the name of my workspace to Diana's workspace, and I have saved these 3 animations under my first project folder. Let's say that I want to share this workspace with Ronnie. I'm gonna click on the 3 dots of this workspace, and from here invite members. Once you have invited this other person to your workspace, they will receive an email or the link if you have decided to use the invite link. Once they have joined your workspace, and if you want to double check that they are indeed in your workspace, you can click workspace settings, and from here select members. And as you can see, we have 2 team members in this workspace, one which is me and the other one that is Ronnie. Now let me show you what Ronnie sees on his end. Here I have Ronnie's computer, and I'm gonna show you what Ronnie sees on his end. So I have invited him to my workspace, and when he logs in into his LottieFiles in Canva and then he goes to Workspaces, he will see his own workspace and the one that I have invited him to. So he will see Diana's workspace, and when he clicks on first project, he will see the 3 different animations I have saved on that folder, and he can use them the same way as I already showed you. So if he were to use this animation here, he will be able to change its colors and then add to design. Now that we know how to use the Discover tab and Workspaces, let's see what we can do with the Import tab. From here, you can upload LottieFiles, and this feature I find it very useful because you can upload these files directly from Canva with this app. This is pretty useful, and it will save you a lot of time because you don't have to go through the platform and upload your Lottie file from there and then come back to Canva. You can simply upload the Lottie file from here. And I'm gonna show you something special because you would say, well, I can upload my Lottie file from the uploads section in Canva. But what happens if you want to upload a Lottie file from there? Let's go and let's take a look. When you go to uploads and go to files, you will see that you won't be able to upload these .lottie files. These files are actually deactivated and I cannot select them to upload them to Canva. But if I have the LottieFiles app open and then I go to import, I go to choose file, and as you can see, these files now are active, meaning that I can select any of them to upload them to Canva. I'm gonna select the first one. This is the pink flower that we used before, so I'm gonna click open. I can preview my flower from here. I can change the colors as well, and then I can add it to my design. I have my flower now here. I can change the colors to it if I want. And now let me show you something. When you go to uploads and you go to videos, you'll see that the Lottie file is now available in here. I can bring it to my design. Let me delete this one right here, and you will see that I will be able to change its colors as well and stretch it as much as I want, and it will still look very crisp, meaning that this one is still a Lottie file, even though when we go to uploads it will have the GIF label in here. Something else that I find interesting is that all the Lottie files that you use with this app will be saved here on your uploads section. It took me a little while to be able to understand how to use the workspaces and how to create your own collections, how to edit the animations. But after I understood this and I understood how to use the collaboration feature, I can see how useful and the potential this app has. So I really hope that this tutorial was useful and that you can take advantage of the LottieFiles app, because this is only the first version of the app and it can only get better with time. To learn more about the newest apps in Canva, watch this playlist right here, and to continue learning with us, subscribe to our channel. I think that's it for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and I look forward to see you in the next one. Bye!